Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Robyn. I'm a channeler and tarot reader, and this is going to be your peek to the week of the 12th to the 18th of August. So we will do a cross of truth with a theme card. We will see what's working in your favor, what is a challenge perhaps, the likely outcome for the week, and then a message from Spirit. Okay, so Scorpio. Okay, your theme for the week is the Hierophant. Okay, so when it's a theme, it's something that you are exploring. So perhaps you're exploring either higher realms of your spiritual practice, your spiritual being, your path, your calling in life. The Hierophant also governs rules and regulations, higher systems at play. Okay, so let's see how that's panning out for you. I'm using my fountain deck for the Cross of Truth. Bear with me 2 ticks. Now, Hierophant is also number 5. Now, 5s in numerology talk about challenge or change. So it could be that you are trying to work through certain bigger structures, organizations in line with your spiritual calling, your path. Okay, so that could be the challenges coming up. But at the place where you're at the moment, okay, so you start the week nice and strong, Queen of Cups energy. Now, male or female, doesn't matter, not a gender-specific reading. The Queen of Cups follows her heart. She's also very in tune with the sense of direction and intuition, quite psychic as well. It's all about cleansing, working from the heart space, okay? Very different from the King of Cups, who's mastered it. The Queen of Cups is really kind of engaging with it, still experimenting with it, and understanding that the heart is where the home is, the heart is where divine passage is, and she's working with that energy. The desire is the sun, okay? So it seems to me we've got this energy of, it's interesting. We'll see if the High Priestess comes up. But the desire is the sun, most positive card in the deck, right? It's about prosperity. It's about illumination. It's about things coming to light, fruition, all of those sorts of things. But what I'm kind of picking up on here is it's almost like you're picking up on energies on a psychic level that you want to be more blatant and transparent in reality. So it's almost like, because you've got the high, all these 3 cards, they're very intuitive, very spiritual, but you're desiring it to be plain as day for you. And even in the desiring of it does bring it into your reality. Now, what's working in your favor this week is the 3 of Coins, so that would be the 3 of Pentacles. It's looking at what you've got and recrafting what you've got to make it better, essentially. The challenge is a High Priestess. I knew the High Priestess would turn up. Okay, so the challenge is, I have these inner drives, inner calls. There's a sense of mystery in the air. I can pick up on certain things, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. So we will clarify in a moment and see if we can figure out what that is for you. But the High Priestess really is the keeper of knowledge, universal knowledge. And it's like you're tapping into many variables of it, but it's like it may not be logical, and you're trying to kind of make sense of it. Now, the outcome of the week is a Wheel of Fortune. That is beautiful, Scorpio, okay? It tells me that things are turning in your favor, that you are feeling more of the positive vibration, that you are seeing how the wheel does always turn, okay? When we have tough times, you bet yourself that you are going to get some good times. It's cause and effect. It's up and down. It's riding the waves of life, you know, going with the flow. So we do have 3 major arcanas here for you, Scorpio, which means it is a pretty full-on week. It's quite a big week for you. Let's clarify. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, under the Queen of Cups, we have the Tower. Under the Sun, we've got the Hermit. Under the Three of Coins, we've got the King of Wands. Under the High Priestess, we've got the Magician. Under the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Fool. We've got more major arcanas here for you, Scorpio. Just that you're aware, major arcanas are like big currents of energy. It's kind of predestined. It's not your typical day-to-day stuff. It's like a surge of energy, either that's new beginnings, transformation, things coming to full closure, connecting to the divine. It's all of these sorts of things that are they can show up in any way in our life, but you have to move through the vibration of that energy. Okay. With the Queen of Cups, you've got the Tower. Okay, so I feel like within yourself, you recognize, now obviously the Queen of Cups is your energy as well, because it is obviously a water sign, which you beautiful Scorpio. But I feel like you're having some sort of internal breakthrough with your emotional body. Okay, now not only you said picking up on more psychic senses and visions and like an inner like nudge to go in a particular direction, I feel like some of that is going to make you feel a little bit shocked. It's almost as if you've been looking for excuses or making excuses for other people, okay, and thinking love will, love will conquer all, which it does, but it may have put a little bit of a blinder on you, and it feels to me like you're now ready to recognize what's really in front of you. Okay, you may have been sensing, so because these are all major arcanas, it's not really swaying like in the direction necessarily of health, of wealth, of relationships. It's kind of like overall picture going on for you. That's why it's all these major arcanas. It's a big week, but you're recognizing that there's certain things where you've been feeling either high vibrational negative, like either sad about something or really sense that something exciting is on the horizon, but you don't know what it is, all of those sorts of things. It's coming as a bit of a shock to you because you don't quite see it play out, but it's, that energetically it's happening, the things are happening beneath the surface. Okay, and so this is what's also shifting your emotions quite a lot, and you're extremely sensitive at the moment, I would say, but all in a good thing. Now, the desire is for it to all become blatant in your reality so you can see it how it truly is without playing guesswork. But we've also got the Hermit card here, okay? So the Hermit card takes responsibility for where he's at and what his soul is calling him to do, right? He shines a light within first before he can see it outwards. So it feels like you are doing all the right things this week in terms of like really taking the time to shed that inner light within yourself, to really connect with where your emotional habits and nudges or nuances are kind of pushing you, and that is invoking a sense of illumination to the outer sphere. So that's kind of that's the entry point, that's the way to go in. And it's all to do with sort of taking a step back and going within to figure it out. Now, we've got what's working in your favor is the Three of Coins and the King of Wands. Now, this is the only section of the whole reading that is minor arcana, which is like your day-to-day things, your temporary things that, you just have to get on and do. Three of Coins with the King of Wands, it feels to me like you're looking at something that you've done in the past, okay? And now you are rectifying it. Now, we are in Mercury retrograde, meaning that we tend to, it's a beautiful time. Everyone goes on about how so awful, and yeah, it can be, annoying and frustrating sometimes, but Mercury retrograde is a perfect time to close things off, to complete projects, to bring things to full completion. And for you, I feel like there's something that you'd worked on before, but now you're taking your King of Wands energy, which is a very entrepreneurial leadership energy, and you're applying that to something you've done before and perfecting it, right? You're being the architect in this. So this is more relative to work and endeavors, okay? When I say endeavors, it could be passion projects as well that you're interested in. It's using what you've got and making the final touches, perhaps even getting a few people involved, because the Three of Coins is quite a collaborative card. and then you're using that to push yourself up to the next level. That seems to be a level up from people that do the thing that you do or have the ideas that you have. You're taking it to a new level. Okay, now the challenge is a High Priestess with the Magician card. Again, 2 major arcanas. All right, so the challenge for you this week is you have a sense about how it's like you have this foresight of what life is going to be showing you moving forward, or it's like you have visions for the future, and this is not like visions you make up. These are visions that are brought to you, okay? And it's not quite clear cut, and you're trying to make sense of it. Now, with the Magician card being there as well, it's basically saying you feel like you are unable to achieve, this is how it feels, right? You're unable to achieve the direction you want to go in. Sorry, I'll put that on silent. You're unable to achieve the goals that you're going for because you're sensing a shift or a rift in the patterns of reality globally, personally, all of these things. You sense those shifts, and therefore you feel that you are unprepared, right? Magician is someone who is totally prepared. He's got every skill available to him to alchemize what it is that he wants to manifest, essentially. But it's coming up in the challenge place, meaning that you're picking up on all of these nuances, but because you can't quite put your finger on it, it makes you feel debilitated somehow. Bear in mind, it's only a challenge. The challenge here, the way to overcome this would be to maybe trust a little bit more in your intuition, even though it seems completely wacky and out of this world. Okay, trust in it and play with it a little bit. See how far it gets you. The outcome is the Wheel of Fortune with the Fool card. So by the end of the week, we have a really amazing time, okay? You have things working in your favor. You are now ready to take a leap of faith in a new direction, a new paradigm, okay? This is venture in love, venture in business, venture in health regime, venture in spirituality, and things are now turning in your favor massively, okay? Fortune favors the bold, and you are being bold because you're taking what you've got, you're replenishing it, you're perfecting it, right? And you're trusting that intuition regardless of not being really fully certain of how something is going to pan out. Now, nobody knows ever how things fully plan out. Tarot is a beautiful tool because it can tell us about the energies that are on the trajectory that we're on. Once we know what that is, we can work it and turn a negative into a positive for us, right? That's the beauty of tarot. That's why I do it. But we never know exactly how things are going to pan out, because every single moment in our lives, we are constantly making choices, and each of those choices split into a different branch, okay? What's certain for you with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card, both being major currents of energy that are infused in your life this week, it's going to set you on a stage, a platform to take a dive, to take a leap of faith, okay? Because things are supporting you, synchronicity is coming on in. So it's such a beautiful week, Scorpio. Now we're going to clarify. Oh, I'm not going to clarify at all. We've clarified. I'm going to end the reading off with an oracle card from my Starseed deck. Got 2 here. Okay. First one, the courageous peony. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Peony? Pony? I don't know. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Okay, Scorpio, this is now the time to step into your unique qualities, into your individuality, to express yourself, even if it seems completely bizarre. This is your time. Now, Scorpio, it's so important that you recognize how valuable and how worthy you are, okay? Everyone needs you, the way that you can be, okay? There's no one on the planet in all of existence like you, okay? Yes, we all have goods and bad areas of ourselves that we think is so, but your expression of your personality, of your life, of your creations in life is absolutely valuable to everyone, okay? So it's really important that you express it, you be it, you be in the full being of who you are, because that's the thing. It takes courage, of course it does, but that's the thing that people really need at this time. Okay, and it feels like that's what you're doing by the end of the week as well. You're taking that leap of faith. You're kind of going, okay, I may fail, I may make a mistake, so what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it anyway, because I know that I have an expression within myself that needs to be fulfilled. This is the connection you had with the Hierophant going on. The other card we have is surrender to the sweetness. Okay, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Now, the latter part of August is going to be pretty tricky for a lot of people, because Venus and Mars, Venus, goddess of love, Mars, god of war, they're going square, which means they kind of clash. So you may be coming up against, you know, bickering or blocks along the way, you know, the things that you want to get done. But Spirit here is saying, surrender to the sweetness. Enjoy the sweet, small things in life. And when you do that, every time your vibration rises just a little bit more, then you start to see more beautiful and sweetness come into your life as well. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Of course, please give me a thumbs up for this reading if you do like it. Totally free to subscribe if you wish. And if you're interested in a personal tarot reading or channeling session, check out my website, robynstein.com. Information is in the description box below. Have a beautiful week. Take care. Bye.